Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and this is one that I'm really excited for. And I've been seeing, as most of us, beer drinkers have, and probably have experienced this brewery, but yeah, I've been seeing a hell of a lot of hype from these guys, and as much as I adore uh, being engulfed by the German craft beer scene, it's really hard to get hold of beers from these guys, and when you do usually get them, it's more of like the more like uber hype beers where you're going to be paying, a fair, big chunk of change. But yeah, you can tell by the title, this is an Omnipollo beer, and pop in my Omnipollo cherry on the channel. The only other beer that I've had by these guys was the flat pack beer that they did with Brewdog in like late 2016, which is like really lovely tart. I can't remember because I was slightly pissed when I drank that one. Made an order from Beergium or Beergium. Apologies for mispronunciation recently, because I wanted to pick up a bottle of the Lorelei for my birthday and for my 300th review on YouTube. And of course I went on the website and decided to put a few beers together, so then it makes more sense with postage costs, that sort of thing. So I picked up a few Omnipollo beers because they're really brilliantly priced, and one of them is the Zodiak IPA, which is clocking in at 6.2%. And I think when I did my little live video, I called this the Mosaic IPA, I believe. Don't know where the hell that come from. Zodiac IPA, the hops used are Simcoe, Citra and Centennial. Great hop build. Brewed at the Prof Brewery in Belgium. Apologies about the mispronunciation on that one as well. And yeah, beautiful artwork by Karl Grandin, who I think does a lot, if not all, of the Zodiac Omnipollo beers. And yeah, I absolutely love the look of Omnipollo's beers. They've brewed some absolutely wonderful and insane brews, and they've got beautiful artwork to go along with it. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about what's inside the bottle. But when you see artwork like that, which really doesn't tell you too much about the beer, and then on the back you've just got that lovely use of typography, it really tickles the graphic designer in me. And yeah, it helps me pick out a beer if I like the label. So yeah, check out the link down below to Karl's site, because fantastic graphic designer and illustrator. But yeah, nice lovely blue metallic bottle cap. Space is the place. Now, I know a couple of my fellow UK beer tubers have reviewed this, so look at that. Of course, it dissipates when I put it to the camera, and yeah, I think I remember watching their videos originally. I know Rob from Hopscene has reviewed this, and Harry, and I think Simon at RealAleCraftBeer has done so as well. So I'll put their links down below if you've not checked out their videos. On with the beer. So I won't pour it all in, so I can get my big nose in there. But look at that. Beautiful, pale and opaque. It's got lovely orangey tones in there with maybe a little bit of a lemony sort of look to it. You can't see through that at all. Looks fantastic. Beer poured with just a lining of brilliant white head. So yeah, let's get the nose in there. Just that smell. It's got that real sense of familiarity to it, and it's the reason why I love this style of beer. You're getting grapefruit there on the nose, lovely lemony, orangey sort of vibes. You get that bitterness coming through, you get that slight branch trees fruit pastel jelly sweet sort of thing going on. Definitely getting a resiny sort of vibe in there as well, which counterbalances that like slightly tropical fruit aspect. It smells lovely. This is one of those beers where if I was starting to get into craft beer, yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful smelling beer. Anyway, don't know where I was going with that point. Maybe we'll come back to it in the review. Anyway, let's find out what it tastes like. Cheers. That's lovely. It's a lovely, simple, yet brilliantly executed IPA. And what I was trying to say with if I was getting into craft beer, it's got that sense of accessibility to it. It's not going to blow your head off with its hop character, although it has got a really nice hop profile on the palate. So, you know, it's not going to be overwhelming for people getting into craft beer. Definitely get a grapefruit vibe in there. You get that more on the back end as well. It's lovely. Really is like candied sugar jelly sweets in there. A little bit of mango on the flavour. Lovely citrusy vibe in general. You know, it's like a melody of like an orangey citrus, a lemony citrus, and then it's just like a big hit of a grapefruit like citrus. Beautiful stuff. And you know, like I said, it's a simple IPA, but done really nicely. And I think on Rate Beer, very highly regarded, and I can see why. I mean, I think in this climate, the IPA, especially in Europe, has developed a lot since this. So if you're looking for something new and exciting with an IPA style, then you might be a little bit disappointed. But if you can appreciate a nice sort of like steady, well, it's not a steady Eddie IPA, just very solid for what it is. Really is lovely. Look at that in the glass. It's murked up a little bit now that everything's in there, and that head is lovely and almost creamy. So yeah, let's have one more taste. And when you get all of the beer in the glass, swill it around, get the things on the bottom, pour it in, it just becomes a little bit more delicate, a little bit more smoother as well. Refreshing, it's crisp, it's zesty, and yeah, that is a very solidly crafted IPA indeed. I mean, you've probably tasted beers like this before, but it's that bitterness on the back end. Really lovely. And yeah, I really can't fault it too much at all, to be honest. So in terms of a rating, it's not, you know, a perfect IPA, but that's because, you know, my palate's changed a lot. But like I said, if I was getting into craft beer, it's not going to overwhelm you, but what is there is just fantastic. But because I have drank quite a few different IPAs of different styles and trends over the past couple of years, I think my tastes go to more of that like really fruity sort of IPA. But yeah, I can't knock it at all. It's just my own personal preferences stopping this from being a 10 out of 10. World class beer. And yeah, if you just want a solid one so you can have a couple in the night, I mean, you know, it is 6.2%. You're not getting that at all on the flavour, but if you have a few too many of these, you could do something silly. If you've tried this one, then let me know your thoughts and opinions. What are some of your favourite IPAs brewed by Omnipollo? Are you a fan of the brewery? What do you think of the beers that they've been brewing over the past like 18 months or so, I'd say? And yeah, do you think they're worthy of the hype that they're getting, and where do you see them going in the future? I'd love to have a little bit of a discourse about these guys. And yeah, I'm not disappointed with my first real experience with Omnipollo. So yeah, big thank you to Beergium. Like I said, I will definitely be using these guys again. Using these guys? Yeah, in the future. Because yeah, very impressed. I mean, this is the second beer that I've had from the website so far. Just what the doctor ordered. So like I said, check out the guys who have reviewed this down below. Check out Omnipollo, check out Beergium, and yeah, I hope you will join me for another beer review soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you later.